Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Towing the slab in today's game, Jose Quintana. What do you have on him, Singy?
Some people wonder if he was tipping his pitches last time out. He was getting hit all over the ballpark and being hit hard. Today, we look for him to make an adjustment and be on the attack side against these hitters.
All right, ready to get underway. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. And there's a strike. We are underway. Late on that fastball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging.
Batting second, left fielder.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Carlos Correa.
Well, he's coming off a nice 4 RBI performance last time out, so they'll certainly take something like that again. It's very interesting. When a guy gets comfortable with runners on base, that's when he can do a lot of damage. He's having some really good at-bats, especially when it matters right now.
Just settling in here at Coors Field. In for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Here's a 2-2. Towards first, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. There's a strike. Altuve launched a homer in his most recent game. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Castro to first, and they get Altuve for the out. Inning over. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Denver, and towing the mound for Houston in this one, Tatsuya Imai. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing.
He finally picked up his first win of the season. Took him a few starts to get there, but now that you got that behind you, you can focus on moving things ahead. Looking for number 2 in this one.
Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Bunting for a hit. Altuve tosses to first.
Yes,
they handle the bunt and get the out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup.
Number 19.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Got him. 2 out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. In the air, right field. And that is that. Second inning coming up here in Denver. No score. Back here at Coors Field. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. Quintana, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he's a native of Colombia. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that skips in the dirt. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Diner Diaz.
Second inning here, no score.
Ball 1.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. And now 3-2. Ground ball left side. Castro sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. Outside low, ball 1. Correa with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. And that one fouled off.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting seventh,
Showed a willingness
first
to
baseman,
drive that pitch the
Christian
opposite
Walker.
way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. 0-2 now. Caught him looking for the K. So the Astros lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Mickey Moniak.
Moniak.
And now the 0-1.
Ball 2.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Ball.
Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Ball.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and it's a full count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here in Denver, Will Singy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
Jake Myers leading things off and takes a strike. Popped in the air, left field, brings it in. One down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Cam Smith.
Chopper right side. Torres tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Astros, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Top of the third, no score. Ripped on a line. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one fouled off.
Well, these Rockies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Got him swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts. Comes up empty.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Brenton Doyle in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
ball.
Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Sets him down looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the new inning getting started. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. In there at the knees.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Hammered, base hit. Coming around third is Alvarez. Safe, and it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Carlos Correa. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That's in there. That's strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
Got him swinging for the K.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman Christian Walker.
No, that's down.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Inside, just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Check swing. He went 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Fly to left his first time. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose. A new arm into the game, the righty, Keegan Thompson.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Now the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is Rockies baseball. Bottom 4, here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy.
Designated hitter, Jake McCarthy.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Popped up, and a foul ball. The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
This one in the air, center field. Myers coming on, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Flied to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Smith should have this one. And that'll do it. So 12. Back here at Coors Field, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's into second with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now.
No, that's a ball. Here.
Man at second. Pena not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout And there's one away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. That clips the corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
No.
Smith at second with 2 down.
Outside.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Isaac Paredes.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball, no.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He sends one out the opposite way, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
That's in there. That is strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Houston brings in 3 on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak.
All these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Here's a 1-1. What a stop to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. One of the best ways to attack good off-speed stuff is to try and go the other way with it. Let it get deep, let the ball travel. But I haven't seen that adjustment made so far. So we'll see if they can make it with the at-bats they have left.
The Rockies still looking for their first hit in this one. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side. Altuve handles it. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Jordan Beck. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very.
And that one hammered out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He sends a rocket to left. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 4-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Oh, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Rockies, third baseman.
This is Willie Castro. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground, Correa zips it to first, and that will end the inning. Rockies get 3 on this homer. It's now 4-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. And now, Carlos Correa.
The Astros, third baseman, Carlos Correa.
In the air, left field. Beck under it. And there's one down. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 down, base is empty. And now here is Jake Myers. Right through there for a strike. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left.
No.
Bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
That's a strike. 1 and 2.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Yep.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Myers at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So 1 hit is all they get. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Houston leads this one 4-1. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
No question about this one. It's out of here. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. And that knocked Bumps' hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Jose Torres digging in for the Rockies. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second.
No,
But the big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Here's a 1-1. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-3.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tatsuya Imai won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for Houston.
New arm out of the bullpen, Ryan King.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
The Rockies with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
No, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Moniak now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
0-1 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner around second. The throw to third, and it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here. At least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
Check swing went around. Strike one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Fastball is outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Beck swings through it for strike one. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Fought off foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 4 and the Rockies 3. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
Now pitching.
Juan Mejia will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And there's a foul ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Outside low. Ball 2. Liner picked on the hop at first. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W. Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ripped to right. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Astros.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in there safely.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter.
Runner on the go. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The Stros trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this. Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And delivers outside. This one in the air right field. And a base hit knocks in a run. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. It's a 3-run game, 6-3. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. In comes the run from second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases.
Manager out of the dugout now. Brennan Bernardino on a pitch out of the pen here.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Swing and a pop-up. Goodman settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Peter Lambert.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that's just foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a quick out number 1. Now, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Right fielder Cam Smith.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. His first homer of the year.
Hard one.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Gets it to first. A great play deep in the hole. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Hey.
0-2 now. Got him. 2 down.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
That's down. Ball 2.
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Up next for the Astros.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man on second, 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1. Oof. That one went straight back and got her ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out. So up next, Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A 3-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. This is Rockies baseball. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 8th. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where
not in time. That's a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. Runner goes again. There's a ball. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Ball to strike. Popped up middle of the diamond. 1 away.
Up next for the Rockies.
Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 in this one.
Goodman.
Well struck left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A 2-run homer. That's his 50th career homer. And they cut into the deficit. Siggy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Lambert, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. 9th inning coming up. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Back here at Coors Field, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Miguel Castro. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Castro.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. This one in the air right field, and there's one away.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
The Astros up big in this one here at the top of the 9th.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Oh, he can't squeeze it. Still manages a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
This one popped up. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Hey, right.
Myers leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Got him looking for the K. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. 1 left for Houston. Back here at a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
That one lifted to left. Alvarez has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Rockies down to their last out. Willie Castro, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, ball game. And the Astros slugged their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
11-5, your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab in this one, Chase Stolander. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Paredes with a homer in his last game.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting second.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions.
No,
but
that missed.
I think
That's
even
a
little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
That missed. That's a ball.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in, and it makes it tough to hit as well. Makes it tough to throw, and might have played a factor right there.
The 1-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Outside low, and it's 3-2. looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Altuve wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now.
Ball.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Runner at second, 2 down. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Mike Burrows. What do you have on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Bunt attempt popped up. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
No shame in his game. He extends his hitting streak by laying down a bunt, and it counts for a reason. The streak lives to see another day. Nicely done to utilize some small ball right there.
That's outside.
Ball outside.
Ball 1.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Man at second. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit. McCarthy coming home. He'll score and they tie it. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Went deep in the ball game last night. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's the ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Freeman headed home. He will score and they take the lead. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's going to be Ezekiel Tovar. Golden opportunity right here. And that one is lifted in the air. Tracks it down for the out. Both runners tagging. Runner from third in to score. And they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner on at first with one gone. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
On the ground, right side. Altuve fires to first in time. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
In the air out towards right center. Myers on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Second inning coming up here in Denver. It's the Rockies 4. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa. Correa with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
To the right side. Johnston takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros.
One.
Loperfido matched a homer in his last game. Oh, 2 now. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And they trail it 4-1. Back here in Denver, bottom half of inning number 2. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
That's in. Ball.
Doyle went deep in his most recent game. Burrows goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
That's a ball.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Bunting for a hit. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
One down. Tyler Freeman, the next to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Rockies, designated hitter, Hunter.
Well, Boog, the biggest storyline coming in is just how hot he's been at the plate. Today's no different. Already producing. He's a true X factor.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
That's a ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. And a 2-1 on the way. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
All right.
Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Astros, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Jeremy Pena. That one outside. Ball 1. Gets under it and pops it up. Freeman. And that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Coors Field, here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Mickey Moniak. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
This one in the air, center field. Myers on his way over, takes it in for the out. Here's the catcher, Brett Sullivan.
RBI single his last time up.
0-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Rockies are down quietly as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Well, these Astros just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 down, base is empty. Yiner Diaz up next for the Astros. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Yeah.
Fastball for a strike. On the ground, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. That is the inning. It's the Rockies 4 and the Astros 1. Back here in Denver, bottom 4, Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Third baseman, Willie Castro.
That one fouled off. Late on that fastball. And a A swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Doyle now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swings through that high fastball.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. On to the... Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Now one on the inside corner for a strike at 99. Now he's challenging the called strike. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The Stros trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 5th. That one at triple digits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the left fielder, Joey Loperfido, struck out looking at his first at bat. In the air, left field. And that is that. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Astros 1. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here comes the skipper.
For Houston,
A.J. Blueball gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Fouled off left side. The 1-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one laced to center and a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Rockies.
And next is the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
Coming in hot, and we've seen more of the same in the box today. He brings a real confidence to this offense.
Altuve, glove flip for one, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Rockies 4 and the Astros 1. You're watching. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Stepping in, Cam Smith.
That's a ball.
Out to short. Not in time.
Hey.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play, and we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Ball.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A 3-run shot, and they tie it up. It's 4-4.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Just missed. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Tied at 4. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he walked him.
Ball 4.
A terrific battle at the plate. And now he's aboard as the potential go-ahead run. And now it's Christian Walker. Manager out of the dugout now. A new pitcher in the game, Jimmy Herget.
44, Jimmy Herget.
Altuve runs. And it's fouled off. Oh, 1 now.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's outside. Ball 2. The Astros with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That's in for a strike. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Now Correa up to hit. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips it, 1 at second, on to first, double play. Houston brings in 3 on this homer. It's now tied 4-4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian King.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Rockies,
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Tovar.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Out number 2.
Up next for the Rockies, catcher Brett Sullivan.
Popped up left side, Correa. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. That one to first, Johnston takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Late swing, foul to the left. Swings and misses, and the count is 1-2.
Ball.
On a line out towards center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now he breaks his bat. to Tovar. Not in time
No,
at
he beat
first.
it, he beat
It's a
it.
fielder's choice. Go ahead run on base. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Here, what?
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is fouled back. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it gets by him.
Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe. And it's now 5-4. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Manager out of the dugout now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Victor Vodnik. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swings through that one, 0-1. Late with the swing there. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball.
And a good eye there.
Ball.
That's a really good take.
And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
Walker wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. On the corner for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And it remains 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ripped to short. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Just not enough on that throw to get it all the way across the infield in the air. And unfortunately, he didn't get the bailout he needed over there at first.
High fly ball, right field. Moniak should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Astros 6 and the Rockies 4. Back here in Denver, set for the last half of the 7th. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. And there's a foul ball.
It's so important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him. Now one away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Tap foul at the plate.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the
Here
Rockies.
comes the skipper.
For Houston, number 62, Bennett Sousa.
Trying to bunt his way on. Altuve. They take the force out. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. So one left for Colorado. Ready to begin the eighth. And stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa. There's the strike.
Ha!
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. On the ground at first.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Really nice
that missed.
slider
That's the ball.
right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And now 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Correa checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
Yeah! Ball high.
To the right side, Freeman. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Joey Loperfido.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Astros are down quietly. Back here at Coors Field, leading off, Tyler Freeman. Swing at a foul straight back. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
He's been an absolute hitting machine, Boog. The hype is real. Major contributor for this team.
And a foul ball. Comes up empty. Sousa goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2018. Stays alive. The 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Really tight bite on that slider. Just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
2 down, nobody on.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. To first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Through 8 full, it's the Astros 6. Back here in Denver, all set to start the 9th in this one. Cam Smith digs in now.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's 1 down.
That's a ball. That's inside.
Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next to the Astros, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Pena stands in now and watches strike 1.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
On to first, and that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still lead it though 6-4.
For Houston.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Brian Abreu.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's your 1. Swing and a miss at a slider. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. And here's the catcher, Brett Sullivan.
Catcher, Brett Sullivan.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies, first baseman, Troy Johnson.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Correa under it. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. Luke Shabby alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they...
All right, we'll be back. And towing the slab in this one, Tomoyuki Sagano. What do you got on him, Chris? About to get started here. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. And we're underway in Denver.
First pitch, 110.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there. Fair ball. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Alvarez launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Man at second. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Got him looking for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away.
go. That's a ball.
Man on second, 2 down. Now 1-1. This ball's chopped on the ground. Whips it to first. That is the inning. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies.
Center fielder, number 31, Jake McCarthy.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. This one could be trouble. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Runner at third here, nobody out. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Next to hit, Hunter Goodman.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swing, and he popped it up. Altuve should have this one. 2 down.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Strike 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in Denver, and stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido. Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. One down. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting seventh, catcher,
Christian Vasquez, the hitter.
No, that's a ball. Strike. Whoa.
He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. No score here in the second. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. And the Astros jump in front. It's 1-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that?
That's too low.
That's low.
Ball one. On the inside corner for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on.
Whoa.
Struck him out swinging. That K is his third of the game. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the second. Jose Torres digging in for the Rockies. Torres, 26 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Strike two.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's the DH, Troy Johnston. Popped up. Pena under it. And that ends the inning. We played 2 innings. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
That's the ball.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Fair ball. Allen coming home. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He scores. It's 2-zip.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder Jordan
Runner in
Alvarez.
scoring position. No outs. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Struck out looking his first time. Pitch is in there. 0-1. That clips a corner.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Ball one.
One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
Up next for the Astros, the designated hitter Isaac Paredes.
That's in there. Strike one. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Here's the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Man at second.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a pop-up. Has room, and he makes the catch. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the rookie third baseman, number 5. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that skips in the dirt.
All these Rockies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Curve in the dirt. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know,
Ladies and
Boog, and
gentlemen, the
perhaps
Rockies are
maybe they see
challenging
something
the
different as they
previous
get a
play.
look at some different angles.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turned out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a big swing and a miss. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Center fielder,
Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies.
Oh, it's pretty impressive how he continues to get it done at the plate, Boog. Hot bat coming in, and we've seen no drop off today. And
Walker to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Two on, one out. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Grabs it right up against the wall.
up next for the Rockies, catcher Hunter.
Forced to cover a lot of ground to make the play over there, Chris. Statcast shows us what a challenge it was just to get to that ball.
Yeah, he covered more than 110 feet before hauling that thing in on the run, and just showing good instincts off the bat, man. And he took a great route to get there in time. That's pretty special.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Hunter Goodman will hit next. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. 2 left. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 gone here. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Christian Vasquez.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
In there for strike one. That clips the corner. And that's a fair ball. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
And it stays fair. 1 run across. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
1 out, runner at second. Nick Allen up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Just a slow ground ball this time. Slings to first in time. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Beck on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Man, that got him square in the mask. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 1-1. That one missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering is fouled back. And a payoff pitch.
Ho, ho!
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. Fastball is outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball inside. And a full count now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Johnston at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swings through that. Oh, and 2 now.
That's a ball.
And that's down and away.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, right field. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. There it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And Air Jordan leaves the yard. His 4th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Paredes in the box again. Takes a strike. That one's in there. 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Paredes stands at second with no outs.
Ball 2.
In the air to left center. McCarthy on the move to the alley. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This one in the air center field. McCarthy under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Fires it to the plate. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
There's the strike at the knees. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Just misses. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Altuve waits. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning. Number 5 digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. In the air, left field. Alvarez takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit. And he drops it down the third baseline. And foul ball. McCarthy in his 4th year, 28 years old. And he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. Strike 2.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield. So for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
Altuve slings to first. That's the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez.
Catcher, Christian Vasquez. Now pitching.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Jose Quijada.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That one fouled hard the other way. And a foul ball. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Tap foul at the plate. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now
Up
it's going to
next
be
for the
Nick
Astros,
Allen.
third
1 for
baseman,
2.
Nick Allen.
And first offering is fouled off. Base knock center field. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Up.
The 0-2. Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. 2 away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Right side. Freeman. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now 7-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Houston,
now for the bottom of the
number
6th,
69,
and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Blueball.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Rockies, second baseman, Tyler. Freeman.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Peter Lambert getting ready to go. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Mickey Moniak. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. 1-2. Back here at Coors Field, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And now Christian Walker. 0 for 3 in this one. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Up next for the Astros.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next.
Here's Christian Vasquez looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
That's the ball.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
In the air, left field. Beck going back on this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Astros 8 and the Rockies nothing. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado.
Now pitching for Houston.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Stephen Okert. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's Shortstop at the plate, Jose Torres. And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That hit him.
Take
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
First baseman, TJ Rumfield.
Oh.
Oh. Check swing, but he went too far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Troy Johnston.
Troy Johnston.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ball 1.
Man at first, 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And he'll challenge that called strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1, and they're on the shore. Back here in Denver, we go to the 8th. Nick Allen getting ready to hit.